Good morning. The dogs and I are going to go do a really short hike we've never done before called the Blue Stilly, and I don't think it's very far from the freeway, so I'm hoping for not a lot of freeway noise, but we'll find out. We're doing a close-in hike because some of the higher up hikes are still snowed over or there are some road closures, but this should be a 3-mile walk along the Stillaguamish River from what I have seen. Hopefully we'll see some wildlife and at least we'll get to enjoy the sunshine. All right, Blue Stilly Park. We've got a dirt road and there are about 5 cars parked on it. Looks like most people park on the side of the road. We are in farm country. I don't know if you can see that barn through there. Very pretty out here. There are picnic areas and some sports fields, little ones. Pretty much nobody on them. So we're going to go through this sketchy looking a trail here. All right, we're actually going down a different sketchy path. A lot of blackberries here it looks like, and this one's going in the same direction. We're heading towards the Stillaguamish River. From what I've read, this is about 1.75 miles each way, and it just goes along the banks of the river. So let's see if we can find the main trail and catch a view of that river. What do you guys think? I think we found some mosquitoes. Did I put on my bug spray? Nope. Ooh, we found the river. And we're gonna go towards the freeway first. I don't think it goes up as far on the other side, but we'll check it out both directions and kind of take landmarks so we know which trail takes us back to our car. But first, let's go check out this fabulous river. There's a huge boulder out there in the middle. Well, this is just beautiful. From all the footprints and the empty beer bottles, I'm guessing this is a huge party area. And I bet this is gonna fill up like crazy as this day gets warm. So I'm glad we're here fairly early. This is mostly just social trails, but it seemed like the trail through the woods kind of petered out up by the sports field area. So now I'm down here on the beach again. And I can see that many feet have walked through here. And it looks like kind of more of a road even. Since there doesn't seem to be a real set trail, the dogs and I are opting for right next to the river. And if the bank gets weird, we'll try to cut in and find the trail there again. I see a deer. Well, we'll come back along the river more and we'll get down to it when we can, but our bank ended abruptly just a few feet after I decided to walk on the riverbank. So now we're heading back into the woods. We've only come about 1/3 of a mile so far. Well, this little trail is more fun than I thought. It's just gonna weave in and out of the forest along the Stillaguamish. There's our friend the deer over there. See if I can zoom in a little better. She has spotted us. We're a 1/2 mile in. This is so pleasant. I really wanted to get up in the mountains, but once again, once you get outside, it's always such a balm for the soul. That sounds funny, but it's true. It's a big river. There's kind of a braiding of trails along here, but the river is a good landmark, so you can't really get lost. 0.7 in, and you can see that this is all kind of silty, and that this is like where the river floods up into. There's log debris Okay, the dogs and I are kind of picking our way through the flood area, and it's muddy and I don't see a lot of footprints here. Up by the river, it was full of thistles, and the other way seemed to end in a farmer's field. So I think maybe this is kind of where the trail peters out. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to turn around and we'll explore the other direction, and we'll probably not take the same paths going back because I can't even remember which ones I took. It's such a pretty morning. I'm kind of glad we turned around anyway because I was starting to hear the freeway, I-5. I know we're getting close because I was only about half mile off the freeway when I made the left to the park. I'm at point 8 and turning around, and I made kind of a U, so we came through closer to the river, and now I'm on a little bit further into the little woods here trail. All of this stuff is invasive. I can't remember what it's called, big leaf something. I'll have to look it up. I know I have some around my house, but there's a ton of it here. And when this grows up, it'll be way, way over my head. This will be a forest of this stuff here. I'm super close to where I turned around, and instead of following this track, I'm noticing that there are tire treads on it, so somebody must bring dirt bikes or something out here. I'm going to take this one and see if I can get back along the riverbank. Maybe more pretty. And there are some little shorebirds that keep flying around making some sounds, and we'll see if I can get them on video. This looks like a dry creek bed, and I thought I saw a creek further up. We'll look at that next. But first, I wanted to go down this sandy area and take a look. It's a little sandbar. Stillaguamish is flowing through this little brushy area on the side. What I thought was a stream is actually a puddle, and it looks like this is likely one of the flood channels of the Stillaguamish, and it's just still drying out. So right now, probably just raising a batch of mosquitoes. We've gone just over a mile total, and I can see the big boulder up in the distance that marks where we started. There's a common merganser male, I believe. Thought I saw a pair of them a minute ago. Maybe she's behind him. Oh wait, I see her. Let's see if I can pan slowly. There she is. Quite a striking difference between the male with the black head and the female with the red. Oops, that made me shake the camera. I've gone 1.45 miles. I'm just now passing the big rock, heading up the river. And I saw something up here. I think it was a cat. We're gonna go up the little bank and see if we can get any further. If not, we'll turn around and call it a day. It's getting hot already for us people in the Pacific Northwest. Well, it looks like what I found is a farmer's field. So I think this is where our walk ends. But you could definitely meander around this riverbank for quite a while, and some fantastic birding, I bet, especially early in the morning. Well, it's 10 o'clock. It's already 70 degrees. For us, this is in the Pacific Northwest, that is like 100 degrees and it's just getting hotter. So we did just under 2 miles, and we just kind of meandered around along the riverbanks. See you on the next adventure.